everyone, so my name's Jess. I'm going to start before I get into it by just asking a really simple question to think about. I'm just going to ask you how you are. I'm sure if I actually went up to you all and asked you for an individual answer, you'd all tell me that you were fine. You wouldn't really give anything more than that. You'd kind of go, yeah, I'm alright, how are you? And the reason I'm asking you this is because actually answering that question genuinely has become the elephant in the room. This is a picture from a campaign that was done at the Union a couple of years ago. Actually talking about how you feel is something which we don't seem to do. When I arrived at university, I studied international relations, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to get involved in. Like I said, I studied international relations, so it was kind of what I'm going to talk to you about. I'm the president of a mental health society, and I'm also the welfare rep on the union activities exec, which obviously is very unrelated to my degree. So there is a question of what's the point in doing it? Is it really going to be any help to your future? Because when you do get to university, and you get to Leeds University Union in particular, there are a lot of choices. There are about 300 societies. I originally got involved in Amnesty International, I got involved with Model United Nations, which I'm still part of, and then I found Mind Matters. The Mind Matters Society is a society which is dedicated to supporting students who have mental health problems, and also breaking down sort of the stigma surrounding mental health. We fundraise, we campaign, and yeah, my second year I became in charge of sort of the welfare side of it, so I ran one of the support groups, and I was kind of logistically in charge of welfare support, and then this year I was elected as the president of it. So just to give you a brief overview of what we do, we support students, like I said, we offer three different services rather. We have just a general support group, we offer an eating disorder specific support group, and we also are going to be running one-on-one welfare hours as of next year. We also educate. This picture here is some of our volunteers in a local school from last year. This year we went in and spoke to primary school students about mental health and about general well-being. We also run stalls, as you can see in the second picture, which is pretty cool. So this is a picture of me on a stall looking really important. And it's really interesting because when you do this kind of thing, you actually get to talk to people one-on-one, and people will come up and they'll tell you things that they might not tell sort of the average person. And it's really interesting because you actually get that one-on-one communication with people, which is quite rare with mental health. People are less likely to talk about it. I want to touch on briefly why we do the work we do, because I think it's really, really important. There are sort of two main reasons. One is, here's Stephen Fry, one is that 1 in 4 people have a mental health problem, yet it's not talked about. When it is talked about, it's heavily stigmatized. It's something that people don't feel comfortable to say because it's just not socially acceptable. You don't know how people are going to react, you know if it's going to affect different things, and then the stigma, like I said, is a massive thing. To bring everyone's attention to the world's favourite newspaper, Daily Mail, this tends to be the kind of headline we see about mental health. It tends to be these crazy, deranged people, look at them, look at what they're doing, which is just not accurate. And so that's what Mind Matters really tries to build down. So being involved in Mind Matters has given me a really great opportunity to actually help break those barriers down, and is also what led to me being elected as the welfare rep on the activities exec, which basically means that I represent welfare societies, and there's a democratic process in the union, and that's what it is. Getting involved in societies is really, really exciting. You get to attend this. This is the Rileys. This was last year when Mind Matters won the award for the best society in the welfare category, and it's really, really exciting. So if I can give you one reason to get involved in the union, this is a really fun thing. You also get to meet some pretty interesting people. Last year, Mind Matters collaborated with Leeds Liberal Youth, and we met Norman Lamb, who did a talk about mental health, surprisingly. And it's really interesting because also you can, by getting involved in one society, you can get involved with others, and you get to talk to other people and get a whole range of different things. So the reason I included a picture of my diary, which is a little bit weird, is that a lot of times people go, oh, I really don't have the time to get involved. Actually, if you're organised, you really do. Not all societies require that much. Societies like Mind Matters don't actually involve that much participation. And what I'm going to do quickly is plug, we have a conference coming up, so I'm going to talk about it really briefly tomorrow and Friday in the Union, where we have speakers, we have authors and people like that coming to talk. So just to finish, I'm going to ask you the same question that I started with, and I'm going to ask you how you are. And I really hope that you've taken anything away from this, that when you answer this question you might think, more about actually genuinely how you were feeling. Thank you.